Hi everyone, and welcome to part 20 of Let's Build in Agagi Village. I've decided to do this one as a semi-speed build, just because otherwise it would be very long. So today I'm building the dance club. So this is just behind the school. Perfect place for a club behind the school. Yes, I know. I only just realised that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's The Sims 3, anything can happen. So basically I built this completely without any plans, and I actually like how it turned out, and I hope you do as well. So basically at the moment we've got this lobby at the front, so like the lobby reception area, and at the back where all these pillars are, I'm kind of trying to design some kind of terrace. So it's like an outdoor area of the club for early evening partying, etc. So that's that bit. So I'm also starting to plan the front entranceway there, which actually changes when I come to put in the bouncer barriers, because I don't take into consideration the space for that. And up here there's a little balcony. There's 3 balconies on this lot in the end, so they're nice little seating areas for your Sims to chill out if they want some fresh air and to get away from the darkness and the bright lights of the dance club. So here I'm working on the roof. I go for a modern style, constrained for elevation type roof. And the colour scheme of this club turns out to be grey, like a dark grey, a light grey, and then to give it a bit of colour I add in some like a bright dark blue later on. So but you've probably seen that from the picture anyway on the screen of what the club looks like in the end. So now I'm working on the front entranceway and the car park. Yeah, it took a while to decide on the fence, because obviously we don't want anyone sneaking in the back. If you want to get into the club, you have to go through the bouncers, so no skipping past them. I'm really enjoying this series. I hope you guys are too. And I think this is, I don't know if you've checked out, at the moment I'm going through the clubs, or I've just finished going through the clubs in Jabola Island, which was my last world, and I actually have to say that this is one of the best clubs I've built personally. There is a few in Jabola Island that I think, yay, I love those clubs, but I'm really like this one. I'm really liking the way the community lots are turning out in this world, and I can't wait to play this world. Actually, I'm building some starter homes next, and well, so I've already got one starter home done. I'm building some more starter homes next, and when those are done I might export the world and start playing in it, just to start testing it out and stuff. So yeah, here that I've got the plants going down now. In the end this will change, and because of the way the club is for the entranceway, but we'll see that in a bit. And I actually forgot to place back one of the bushes, so I'll probably do that when I go back into the world next, because I downloaded this world into this club into one of my current games just so I could test it out initially, because I wasn't sure. I can't remember what I wasn't sure about. There was something I wasn't sure if it would work properly. But anyway, I tested that out. I can't remember what it was though, but it worked. So, but I noticed that one of the bushes is missing when I do the rearrangement later. So yeah, here's me deciding on the walls. I decided to go for these late night ones, and then I recolored the lighter grey to make it an even lighter grey. It's the same colour as the flooring on the balcony. So here we go, recolouring that. Just to brighten that up a bit. I didn't want it to be too dark. And too dark. And so I'm closing off the terrace at the back here, and later on you'll see I forgot to paint one of the walls, which I sneakily added back in, so nobody noticed yet. Yeah, so I've got some trees in the back here. This is basically going to be the gardens. It's not really, you can access the gardens, but they're not really for use. I stick some benches in there so that if, I don't know, two Sims want to have a little romantic moment. Ah, that's what I wanted to test out, the stairs. I tested that out because you'll see in a minute I add the lifts in and then I put the stairs next to it, and there's not that much space at the top, as you can see there. And I know how Sims can be fussy about going down steps if there's not enough space on the spiral staircases at the top, so I tested that out and it worked fine. But for some reason, I don't know why, it might just be because of my British logic, when I click on the lift it says go to level 2, not level 1. But now that I think about it, I think it is my British logic, because we have ground floor and then we have the first floor. But I think in America it's ground floor then second floor. So yeah. Okay. So adding the windows here, these change a bit later, especially at the entranceway, because firstly the barriers don't work with, the barriers don't work with those doors, so I had to change them and only added it in one door because I couldn't fit two barriers there. So I add in the wall, which is a bit weird, but I do leave it like that. And here's me planning out the floor pan upstairs, which I think turns out really nicely. You may not like it, but I like it. So those are the bathrooms there. I think it was the female on the left and the males on the right. And then it's just boxing off that area so that there's a little hallway up there, and then you go into the main club area. There is no VIP section in this club. Because as you see there, I was messing around with platforms. I didn't want to put a platform there for some reason, so I decided to do it on the other side. That is kind of my VIP area without it being a VIP area, if that makes no sense. Basically it's not restricted in any way, but it looks kind of VIP like, because I didn't want to have to close it off, put walls in and stuff. So it's just like a raised area with some seating and a dance floor. Yeah, so that's the main, and I think in a minute I'm going to add another wall. This is just to break off the big space a bit, and one side will have a dance floor and one side will have a bar. So that's the building pretty much done. I could have, see that, you can see there the wall I missed, but I never filled it in. Downstairs here I'm building a closet area. Now this didn't turn out exactly how I wanted, because firstly it's meant to be like a cloakroom area where you go put your cloaks in, and I don't have the stuff in Generations or Late Night to do it properly, so it's missing a few things, so you might want to add it in. So here's me sorting out the doors at the front, still with the optimism of going for 2 doors, but it changes into 1 door, and lots of windows. So, and it's only 2 pillars now, and then I fix the floor and add in the bushes, and you see I missed the bush on the left, so I need to add that back in. So finishing off the front now, I think. Yep, so I add in the car parks. I don't know how many times I had to switch the filters on for the expansion packs. because I kept clicking on things, it kept switching me back to build mode. So that's the car park. So here's doing the cloakroom area now. So this bit turned out exactly how I wanted it to, with the little tables and some flower arrangements. Ideally, I would like to put some of the clothes racks behind there, but they only come in ambitions and recently in Into the Future. So I put a chair there to put something in there. So, and there's a little entranceway as if you would have people attending the cloakroom area. So just switching up the colours there. And it's still a nice little area. I would have preferred to put the clothes racks in there, but I can't. I might stick it in when I finish the world to use in my game. So if any of you want to do that, because I'm thinking about adding in some bonus lots at the end. So Agagi Village with the pack restrictions will go in, and then I might add some extra lots onto the exchange that you can add into certain locations for the other expansion packs. So here's doing the outside terrace area and finishing off there, adding in some speakers quickly before I forget. So down here there's just the two dance floors with their little weird lights, disco lights, and there's some tables, although the tables won't really have much use because there's no bar down here, but I guess in principle you would have brought your drinks down from the upstairs bar. And there's two bubble bars, so I did some gem spawners. I put them way outside so they don't actually affect the lot. So yeah, so here's the tall bar chairs, tables even. I made them metallic, and there's quite a few of them. I did the two bubble bars, and then I add in the chairs. And this is when I decide, ooh, this place needs a bit of colour. And I'm like, what colour shall I use? Because I was going to go for the grey, and I thought, no, we need some colour. So I decided on this blue, and then I put the chairs around each of these tables. Like so. And yeah, so add in the benches out the back, so, and a little fountain to make it center. And so that's a cool place to chill out if you want to go hang out with someone in a quiet area of the gardens. So up on this front terrace there's some sofas and a table, and then I just add some lights and some flowers into the corner. All the terraces are pretty much the same. They're just little chill out areas. Yeah, so yeah, add the little lights in, and then this is when I discover, ooh, I forgot that wall, and I think, let me add that wall in before I forget. And then get shouted at. So I delete a window there just to put in the lights nicely. So then now I think we're moving into the upstairs hallway. It's just some lights, I believe. Oh yeah, and the fountain. And then the bathrooms, those soap holders do move. The bathrooms are a bit of a squeeze. But so yeah, it should be okay as long as too many Sims you don't get 6 Sims in a club anyway. So should be okay. So add in yeah, so now I just do both of the other two terraces, which are exactly the same. These chairs caused me a nightmare. They did not want to behave when I was adding in these tables, so It took me ages to sort them out. Then it was saying you can't put the chair here, so I had to like do them in order, and some of them didn't want to slot together and stuff, so a whole load of fun. But in the end it worked out okay, which makes me happy. So they're both the same, just tables and chairs and the lights, and then I add some plants. I remember adding plants to this terrace here, but I don't know if I did it to the other one. I might have to fix that. Oh no, I did. Yeah. So so now it's time for the main room. So we've got the main dance floor here, and then onto the bar maybe. No, I think about putting a bubble bar up there, but then I decided no, we've got 2 downstairs, don't need a bubble bar. It's a dance club anyway, so the main thing was dance. Oh, this is me trying to find the DJ booth, and I eventually turned it on and realised it was in showtime, so no DJ booth, but I was convinced it was part of late night. So here's me adding in the bar. So nice big bar over there. There is 2 squares to get into the back. There's plenty of room in the back there as well, so no Sims should get stuck. There's plenty of tables for people to dance on at the end of this, so maybe we should just do like a nice big party here. I like this club, I do. Tell me if you guys like it in the comments below, please. Okay, so okie dokie, so some bottles at the back there, and I decided to put on some neon lights to give the place a bit more colour and to brighten it up a bit. The club still does end up quite dark, which is what you want from a nightclub. You don't want it to be super bright, but I wanted it to have some light because I don't like playing the game when there's no light and it's all dark. So here's me working on this fake VIP area. So it's chairs all around the edge, and then I don't think straight away I add in the dance floor. Maybe I do, I can't remember. Again, the chairs wanted to be annoying, but they weren't as difficult to sort out as the other one. I was going to put the giant one in there, and then I realised the Sims are going to probably be a pain with that, so I put in the smaller one. I wanted to put those lights on the table, but I couldn't get them to centre. I know there is a key combination to make them center on the side tables, but I don't know if it works. So just adding some more lights around the end, and I think that is it pretty much. I'm flicking through stuff to see if I need to add anything else. So there we go. Thank you.